Everyone. It's the coffee sessions. It's early morning here in Seattle. Good morning, everyone. Get your coffee. I'm anxious to paint this one. I think I'm going to do another abstract kind of painting like this. What's kind of cool, I got some better paint in the palette, more expensive paint. You get a better quality painting, meaning it's not going to look so much like a cartoon or a comic book. It's going to look a little better. I mean, I can paint with any type of brand of paint, but there is sometimes, I I can tell you Liquitex and Golden, their quality is really good when you get into their better paint. Like this Golden here. This is really good paint. So you get really good results with that paint for sure. And Liquitex has a good, like, higher level paint. I'm not here to talk about paint, but Liquitex has the basics acrylics for, you know, I'd say maybe, I wouldn't say beginner because I use this stuff too. Uh, Depends on what your project is. They have that level, and then they have the higher level. So here's Liquitex in the more heavy-bodied acrylic, uh, Series 2. They have Series 3 that you could get. They have really good acrylic paint for. So let me get started. Good morning. Good morning. I want to do another. I'm going to do an abstract flower vase. I'm pouring out some glaze. Yeah, I've got a nice clean palette from last night. So I still have room to mix. All right, so let's see. What am I gonna do today? I kind of want. Different colors in here. I kind of want everything to flow right down into here where the vase is going to be. Just because this will be my background color. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Early morning painting. The early bird gets the worm. Christy, how you doing? This is going to be, there's going to be a flower vase here with some flowers, abstract flowers. It's going to be pretty cool. The way I do my, I'm going to do my flowers with shapes like circles, squares, triangles. But I don't just paint a triangle. I put dimension on it with the highlights. It ends up looking pretty cool. This is my background color. I'm trying to get things to like flow into there's going to be a vase right here somewhere. So I'm like trying to draw all the energy into the vase. Basically, if you want to know what my mind is thinking. And I'm trying to lighten it up now because, you know, I'm going to have another image on top of this. So I don't want it too dark, but you can still see what's going on back there. You can see all the energy is going to come down to here. Let's put a vase in there real quick. That's my favorite part. I'm going to do a green, a bluish green vase. Have you ever mixed green and blue together? You get this really nice, cool color. If you put a touch of white in it, it'll lighten it up a bit. All right, let's try this. I'm going to put a vase here. Kind of like maybe at an angle here. Let me get a smaller brush. Yeah, I'm glad some of you showed up this morning. You got your coffees? Cutie cat. I'm glad you like it so far. I haven't even started yet. Alright, there's my vase, and I'm sticking to it. It's a mixture of green and blue. Look at that. I'm using some nice soft brushes. Look at these brush strokes you get. See those brush strokes in there? It's really nice. Look at that vase already. Wow. That looks amazing. I'll zoom in more on the lower section while I'm working on it. Lisa Marie, good morning, everybody. I didn't think anybody'd be up this early, but you are. That's awesome. All right, I'm going to do a table. I'm going to do the table just in white for now, just so I can see what's going to happen here. We'll just put like maybe this is a doily. You know what a doily is? I like to grab some of the pot underneath here and kind of pull it into the white section. Shape the bottom of the vase here a little bit. You blend these two colors together at the bottom. It helps it look like an oil painting. You see that? And then really looks cool. So I got all the way I designed all this energy I got is going into the vase. And now I'm going to put the energy going out is going to be some abstract flowers. I did one last night. It came out pretty good. But I just used circles. Today I want to use different shapes. Let's put a shadow in here. It always looks good when after you put the shadow in here. Look at that. Look at that shadow. I get excited over little things. The simple things in life. You know, this isn't a very, it's not the best vase in the world, but with art, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it still looks good. You know what I mean? It's the way you put the color down. I got it dark over here and lighter over here. But this isn't an art lesson. You can get some tips off these sessions. Sometimes I'll throw in some tips, but you can kind of see what I'm doing. I think I may change my mind and do I could just do regular flowers in here, because I did an abstract one last night. let me, let's see, so I'm trying to see what I want to do here. We'll put some stems up here. Uh, this is flowing this way. Maybe I'll like spill some of them out to the right here. More, maybe a big one here, and then more. Most of the flowers will be over here on the right, kind of tilting back this way. Now leave this section kind of open. All right, there we go. Let me put in my leaves real quick. I think I'll put the stems in too right now. I do my stems with green, dark green, and black. I just mix the two together and wet my brush a little so it flows off my brush a little better. I kind of want the arrangement to go around this way to over here. So I'll put a few leaves over here. Doesn't that look cool already? Kind of curl the leaves at the end a little, maybe. All right, that looks good. Yeah, let's put some flowers in there. I'm not used to having such dark background. I mean, it's not dark, it's just really noticeable. I usually really make it wash down more like this here. But we'll see how it turns out. I think it's going to give it more dimension. Like, it's going to really make this look close to us. And then I think I'm going to do regular flowers today. I was going to do an abstract, but because I want to do some roses. I want to do some roses. Trying to see, I got some red here that's made by Sennelier. I don't know if you've ever used this paint. It's okay, it's just really creamy, this paint. You gotta kind of mix it a little with your knife. It's the first time I bought this stuff last week, and it's, I never even heard of it before. But it's opaque. It's perfect for roses. So I'm going to have some roses here. I'll start boom, boom, boom. Nice. Look at that. Put some dark color on this side. My shade's going to be on the left. Or all the dark will be on the left. The light will be coming from over here, like the shadow here. These are, I got some of these roses out in the backyard. I should go grab a few. Who we got in here? Wow. I can't read the name. Napisa, how you doing? Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you got your coffee. It's early. I don't know where you're from, but I live in Seattle, so it's only 4:30 here. I got up at 3, but it took me an hour to get going. Here, I want to show you how I do my daisies real quick, in case you don't have time to watch the whole thing. Hold on. Trying to get white out here. So I use this is a round brush. This is a number, see how it's like round on the top? This is a number 6. But watch, I'll put a daisy right here. This brush is like perfect for making daisies. I'll put one right here real quick. Maybe looking angled a little bit this way. So you just press down and then pull it towards the middle and pull up. It'll get skinnier as you get closer to the middle. And then you just do that all the way around. You press here and then pull it up as you're moving towards the center point. And watch, it's going to make a pretty cool flower here. You press, pull up, and then you can put some small ones here so it looks like it's like sideways. That looks good. Look at that flower. Wow. Let's put another one of these down here on the table. Like it fell off or something. And then I'll change the color in a little bit. I put them in white, and then I'll change the color on it. I want to have a big one right here next to the rose. This white is opaque, which means it covers good. See how it covers over the red? It has good covering ability. Sometimes if you buy a paint, sometimes the paint is it's not opaque, it's transparent. so it won't cover that red like that white does, see? So when you buy white, I think you should make sure your white is opaque. Look at that. Oh, let me do my, I'll show you how I do my roses. I should have done that before I did that. So you know how the roses are kind of cupped? They're cupped with some green it's being held by these, you know what I mean, the petals that hold it. There we go. I usually use my angle brush for this, but this will work. So it's like cupped inside these green leaves, the roses. It usually has 3 of them, so I'm putting 3 of them on here. There we go. Look at that. Wow. This is taking shape. Since I have green on here already, I'm going to make a few leaves right here for this daisy. It's turning out pretty good. I got all day. I'll do an abstract one later. Dio, how you doing? Yeah, if you like it, I'll let you do a screenshot at the end. You can make a print of it. You could hang it in your living room. Here, I'll change the color of these real quick. So this is fun doing this part. So I'll make this one like yellow. Actually, I don't have any yellow here. I have some of this. This is red orange by Sennelier. You don't need much of this. If you got this paint, you don't need much of it because it goes a long way. It's here's some Cad Yellow Deep Hue. This is opaque, so this will cover really easy. Like blue is more transparent. You got to look at your when you buy your paint, you got to look at it. This yellow is opaque, so it should cover this white pretty good. So you just go over the top of it with yellow. See that? See that flower now? Now watch, I'm going to put some yellow ochre uh, in there with it. This is to change the, we want to change the value of the color a little bit. Okay. See that? Now it has two different colors in there. And then plus I'm also going to shade it and then highlight it. It's going to look really cool. Now for the middle part, I'm just going to make it brown so it stands out. I'm going to mix a little burnt umber and black. My burnt umber is transparent, so I got to mix a little black in it to make it more opaque. When you make it opaque, then it covers better. There we go. That looks cool. Man, I really like that color. I'm gonna make this one orange because more like yellow orange. I'm gonna put more flowers in here. I'm just showing you how I do them white and then I'll put color in it after I get it laid in there. This is more orange color. It looks like it's opaque or translucent because you can kind of see some of the white underneath now, which is okay. I mean, that looks good. And we'll put a dark center on this one as well. So it stands out more. Wow, I got 7 likes already. That's amazing. Thanks, everybody. The top, I think that's Nafisa. I can't read it this morning. Yeah, Nafisa. Sultana. Miss Sultana. Sultana. I'm not good at my Spanish this morning. I took Spanish in school. I know a little bit. Muy bonita. Buenos días. I had a good Spanish teacher. He was from Mexico, from down near Mazatlan, so he had a different accent, you know. Look at those roses, man, how cool they look. Wow. Oh, check this out. Check this out now. There's a rose you can do. Usually wouldn't want to pick this rose till it bloomed, but there are some roses that don't bloom quite. I'll put it right here in the middle. We'll put like a rose that hasn't bloomed yet. It almost looks like a flame, you know, before it opens up. And then it has it still has these green leaves around it. Just a little small rose in there that hasn't bloomed yet. All right, let's put some more flower. Oh, let me do this one blue. I'll do that one with light blue. See how the blue's a little more transparent? You can still kind of see the white in it. So you get, then you get multiple, you get more colors. Looks more like it has, like a real flower with a lot of different colors in it, or more values in it. I'm going to do a cool flower right here. I'll show you. It's, I got to remember what it's called again. I always forget it. It's red and white. Somebody will know what this is. It's red like this, and it has white stripes in it. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Starts with a P, I think. Pansy. I should remember the name of these flowers. Don't leave yet. I'm going to highlight the stems right now, and you're going to see how cool it looks. And I still got to highlight all the flowers and shade them. I mean, it's going to look cool. I'm waiting for this to dry. That's why I like acrylic paint. It dries pretty quick. This is all dry out here. All right, so this flower has like special white stripes in it. I think you'll recognize it once I get this white in here. It's a pretty cool flower. I was at the Fred Meyer's the other day, and I took pictures of a bunch of flowers. There it is. Somebody know what that's called? I always forget. It's a real common name. I think I got to put a couple of them there. Does anybody know the name of that one? I'm going to try this. I got bright aqua green. I'm going to use it to highlight the stems here. This is opaque, so it covers really good. So I'm going to hit all these stems with this green very lightly. I mean, very small. So I don't cover all the dark stems in there. Just enough to get some highlights on it. Then I do it again with white at the end. Doesn't that look cool? Look at that. I think this is a good painting for anybody to do. It's not that hard. You just got to follow like the way I'm doing it. Let's see. Need more flowers. So you see how I got, this is pretty dark back here. So what I do at the very end, I'll show you in case some of you got to leave. I'll take a brush with titanium white. And what I'll do, I'll go around the whole painting like this with titanium white. And I'll just burn it in there right up next to the flowers, pretty close, just to lighten it up a bit around the edge. It's a good trick. It makes the flower arrangement look a little, stand out a little more. Watch, when this white dries, it'll look really cool. It'll look like it's floating on the paper. See that? See how it kind of took away some of the darkness there. We'll let that dry for a little bit and you'll see the difference. I might do another one of these red ones right over here. It's almost like a star shape. It has five petals. 1, 2, 3, 5. And we'll do one here, kind of like on an angle maybe. There we go. Like a group of them. Let's put some more daisies in there. We'll put I don't want to cover all this. I'll put a small one here. I think that'll be enough. That's enough flowers. Now I'll start highlighting them now. All right, there we go. All right. I think I'm going to do this one orange. A little more orange than that one. Maybe pink. Let's just do it pink. Pink is easy. Very good. And we'll put a red. I'll put a red center in here. All right, I think that's enough flowers for now. So I'm gonna start highlighting now. Don't those look cool? That group of three of them there. All right, let me highlight. I don't know if I have enough flowers in here, but I want to be able to finish this so I can have some breakfast. I haven't eaten yet. So I'm going to highlight all these stems first. This is a angle brush. You see it? See how thin it is? It's the perfect brush to I like to swipe it. Swipe it and you get these straight lines if you swipe it just right. Okay? It's perfect for stems. Just enough to get a little highlight on them. You don't need much. I like my vase, so I'm going to turn the vase into a glass vase. So I'm going to make the vase translucent. So we're going to run our stems down here into the vase. What that's going to do is make it look like glass. Okay. Look at that. All right, I'm going to highlight the flowers now. You can use as much white as you want. Just use your to your preference. Like if the light's coming from the right here, so it would be hitting the top of this lip here. So just put a little white everywhere you think light would be hitting. Okay, on the flowers, we'll say the light's hitting maybe right, you know, on the edges here for sure. Maybe start small. Start small first, and then get bigger. Like I know it'd be hitting all these tips for sure. The light would be hitting here. Look at that. See how I put the white on the tips there? Doesn't that look cool? Looks really cool. This one's kind of turned, but I still put a little white out here on the tips here. See that? Very cool. Flowers are pretty fun. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do on these flowers. I'm showing you a quick way here to highlight. I need to make more leaves, I think. All right, look at that. Let me give you a straight shot on this. Some of you are still here. Thanks for sticking around. Look at that flower arrangement. Wow. That's something else. Those are called petunias. That's what it is. Petunias. I can never remember. Hopefully y'all got your coffee. I got to make another cup of coffee. Good morning, everybody. I see you now. Look at that painting. Early morning painting. That looks awesome. I really like those petunias, man. It's a good way to fill in an area. Like if you don't know what to put, I could put, another one here. It's a good way to fill in an area. I like to leave this open because I like to see the stems in here. I usually make more leaves in here, but I just didn't do it today. I usually make these leaves a little bigger, make them curl around. Let me show you how to do, see how this stem is kind of coming up off the table? So we'll put a shadow underneath. And so the shadow would be just underneath the stem here. And then it's going to kind of come out like this and back to the leaf. And we'll put a shadow under the leaf here. We'll put a little shadow under the flower. Let me get a different brush. See how this is the shadow of that stem right there. And then there would be shadows underneath these petals here. Just a little gray. It's going to make it look like it's standing up. See that? Isn't that cool? I can fix this one up a bit. All right, let me work on my outer edge a little more. These are just little tiny brush strokes around the outside of the whole thing. Just tiny little brush strokes. Really quick brush strokes. See that? You're probably wondering why I do this, but because it gives it an illusion of that it was painted with a brush, okay? I mean, it is painted with a brush, but it helps it out even more. These look like little tiny brush strokes in here. You can add different colors in here, like around this yellow. Let's put a little yellow in the white, just a little bit right here, so it looks like the colors coming back out into the. Let's put a little red over here. When I mean a little, I mean just a little. Just a little. Yellow over here. More like orange. And a little pink there. And green. Put green around the leaves here. Look at that. See what I mean? You can keep going. There's always more to do on a painting. It's endless. The ideas you come up with. All right, guys, I think I'm going to end it there. I'm going to have breakfast. There's still more I'm going to do on this, but it's just little detail work to finish it off. But look at that. Look how cool that looks. And I appreciate you guys tuning in this early. I wanted to get started early because it's getting so hot here in Seattle. It's like I got to paint in a cool, nice cool area this morning. But there you go. I really like this one. Let me put a sketch on it. Look at that vase. Hey, Ed. Good morning. Good morning, Ed. Look at the vase and sketch. That looks cool. There we go. Look at all the colors around. I like that. I put this extra color in the edge. It looks really cool. This one's going to come out good when I print it because I can already tell it's going to be the printer at this place I go, the mailbox place. Man, their printer works really good. It makes my paintings look better. They look even better when they're printed out on this special art paper. Let me show you. Where'd I put those? Yeah. So these are prints that I'm going to sell. I got to go get frames today. But I'm going to put them in a frame, try and sell them next Saturday. So I get the, it'll be a hand signed print, signed by the artist. But look how cool these came out. I mean, look at that quality of the printer over there. I mean, it just looks amazing. I can't believe it printed this out like that. And then I did a whole bunch of them. There's the abstract flower one. They're just amazing prints, so this will probably come out really good too as a print. All right, I think Theo wanted here. So Theo wanted to hang this in his living room. You can take a screenshot there and print it out, Theo. There you go. All right, guys, I'm going to eat breakfast real quick. I'll be back for more. It's Sunday, right? Is it Sunday? Yeah. It's Sunday. Still early, though. I'm going to have a quick breakfast. I'll see you guys in a little bit if you're around. I'm just going to take it easy today, being Sunday. Those prints are amazing. I'm going to go get some frames as soon as the stores open up. I never went to go get them yesterday because it was too hot. I don't have AC in my car, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to go out in the heat, so I figured I'll go early this morning while it's cool, and then find some frames. All right, guys, I'll see you in a bit. Grab your coffee. I'll be back. Cheers.